So my days of outdoor lambing is finished.
Not particularly nice weather.
Workplace injury, and I've done some serious damage on my hamstring here. Serious. That's me out of action. Not good. I'm not sure what's going on. That's the schoolboy area there.
So just getting pens ready here. I have a bale on the digger here. There was a couple of bags of wool here from lambs that got a bit wet in the storm. The rain blew in and got wet, and it's not worth anything now. So the best thing is just bury it under the bed in here. So I'm just shaking a bale out here. I am getting lambing pens ready here. The sheep, lots of sheep have lamb, but thinking about bringing in the triplets here, maybe some of the doubles. I'm not really sure. But we have all the equipment. We have gates, more lambing gates than we're ever going to need. We have hay racks. We have shed space, we have enough silage, we have meal, but we have sheep lambing out. Like an unbelievable day. It seems like a shame to be bringing sheep into the shed, so I'm not sure. We're going to do a bit of tagging, tailing, performance recording as well, so that's going to be the biggest nightmare about outdoor lambing, but look, we'll walk around it.
So this is the following day, tough conditions, didn't bring any sheep into the shed. I'm not sure if I'll regret it. Let's see.
Not particularly nice weather for the outdoor lambing now. This is the downside to it. I have to go and check the sheep, but we'll wait for this torrential rain to finish. It's not very nice. You see how heavy the rain is. You'd feel a little bit sorry for the wee lambs, but hopefully they'll be alright. This will really test them. We'll see how they go. Pair of messes here.
So this little lamb with the red dot on his head is the little lamb that was in beside the fire. This one.
Is he going to live? Sad looking stuff. So I have two helpers here. I have Enya and Noah are here in with the pet lambs. The two little lambs we've on the feeder here. The feeder's set up here. So they're going to try and get the lambs onto it. Pick one up there, Enya. Bring him over to the teat. Ah. No, we'll bring that one over here. No, he'll feed away here. Let him in there now. Let him in here, look.
That baby lamb. How about that baby lamb?
Yeah, look at him drinking his milk. Yeah, happy boy. Not just the best trainers at the minute now, but they're having a bit of fun in here. Triplets here. Handy wee lambs. Very nice sheep. Has she enough milk to rear them? Yeah, she's a good bag of milk. Look, I don't leave the triplets on her. What I mean is, has she enough milk to get them going? And the answer to that is yes, she has. But surprising they're as good as they are for the rain that we had. I'm very surprised that they're up and about. But the biggest killer I'm finding with these lambs is no milk. If Mammy hasn't enough milk, that's the only time I'll have issues. But thankfully they're pretty milky sheep, and I am ruthless when it comes to milk. If a sheep hasn't enough milk or a good bag of milk, cull tag. Low hanging teats, cull tag. Big teats that the lambs can't latch onto, cull tag. I think it's the only job to make this kind of job work, where you want sheep lambs that can get up and suck and get going. But look, we'll leave them there. They need their colostrum. Waste of time if they don't get their colostrum. Very hard to keep lambs alive. So we get them tagged up and we pull a lamb off in the morning. Get the lads down here, do a bit of tagging and get a lamb pulled off and onto the feeder. Triplet, just starting. Not a good time to be starting, pretty wet and cold, but. So here's the sheep that had maggots, if you remember. You'll see that it's amazing the remnants of the Stockholm tar is still on that sheep's back. Surely 9 months later.
And keep the flies off her. Stop them in either. Oh, some smell of that stuff. Great stuff though.
Two more lambs born out in the wet here. Hardy, still wet, good hardy little lambs. So you see the ones with the black mark on the shoulder. That's one of the rams I bought in Roscommon this year. A value ram, I call him. He wasn't the most expensive ram in the world. hardy lambs too. And we'll set of triplets down here. Look pretty fresh, you kind of know by the way the navel is dangling there. Still wet, I would imagine. 3 lovely lambs, super wee lambs, yeah, lovely. So these are out of the green ram. Good blocks of lambs. These will be my biggest lambs. Look how strong those lambs are, only a couple of days old. Definitely more lambing difficulty with those on the green, but didn't have any significant trouble yet. Put them on all the mature ewes, 3, 4 croppers. Haven't seen any trouble yet. Now I did see more trouble in the shed, but then the ewes were better fed. So look, it's hard to know when you're right. It's a fine line getting the feed right, but pure chance it seems to be pretty good at the minute now. Lambs are a nice size and the ewes have enough milk. Sometimes you could have them overfed, the ewes could be too fat. You have really big lambs and then the lambing difficulty is a bit harder, so it's just hard to get it right. Outdoor lambing 2025, it is unbelievable, but it comes with a price, and the price is sheep and little lambs, trying to catch them, to get them tagged, tails ringed, and it's tricky enough. If I had them at home, I'd probably leave them and do them in another few days, but as you can see the grass is gone and I really need to get these sheep and lambs home. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, to move the whole batch of sheep and lambs in one go, just be a mother nightmare. So little sheep like this, little hogget, first timer, 2 handy little lambs. She's not doing a bad job, but I have a feeling if you start mixing them all up, sheep will lose their lambs, especially the runny. They're less than 12 hours old. So the plan we come up with is, I have some of the staff team here on the go. I have 2 students here are tagging, tailing, numbering and scanning with the recorder to let them on. We're going to let them on, separate them out. There's a bit of work it is. We'll just see how it goes here, but this is a wee hogget here in the trailer. Fancy little sheep. So she's a first timer and 2 great lambs, absolutely super lambs. But I have more help landed here. I have Luke is my new lamb student. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Good man. You're a student?
Yeah, Ag Science and UCD, yeah.
Good man, good man. And you're here for
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
You're looking forward to it?
I am, yeah.
That's the
Learn
job.
a bit.
That's the job. Well, I don't know what you learn. You get lots of hardship out of it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, anyway, fair play to you, good man. You'll see a bit more of Luke in the videos. Lambing videos as we go here, but this outdoor lamb, we're kind of making it up as we're going along. But the lambing end of it is going well. It's this part of it, this recording is a bit trickier. But you have a start made, you're on number 3 here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well sure.
So it's easy as her now would be.
Yeah, she's civilised enough. We're just using the EID reader here to scan the ewe. That'll match the lambs to the ewe. So they'll be, it's a great way of knowing the ancestry of exactly what they're from. And then I have predetermined the sire that they went to for the 4 weeks. So I know exactly which sire, so we don't have to worry about that this year. Last year we were putting that in manually and you were looking for the colour on the shoulders. But this year it's just scan the lambs to the ewe, and it's a little bit simpler this year. So yeah, there's a lot of work. If you look around the field here, there is a lot of lambs and sheep lambed here, and the lambing has actually gone pretty well outdoors. Unbelievable, but the weather is everything. We'll just see a wee problem sheep here. We get her in, she looks to be in a bit of bother. We've another one lambing up here. She's in trouble though, she hasn't made any progress. We've been here for an hour and she hasn't made any progress. She's just walking around the field with a bloody water bag hanging out of her. So we'll see if we can catch her, maybe catch her up next. Anyway, good crack this farming. Now, so I'm in trouble here. I'm doing a very fancy manoeuvre catching this sheep here. I'm not sure what's going on, I've never seen that before. A lot of blood, I don't know what it is. So trying to catch her in the field there, she was extremely lively, and I don't know what I was doing, but I ran past Kean to rugby tackle her, and I think I've done my hamstring in. Bad, really bad. So my days of outdoor lambing is finished, I'm afraid. I'm in a bad way here. I'm lambing up here now. She's struggling a bit, but she's okay. She's working away. I'd say what's coming there is a head. No, it's 2 feet. We'll leave her at it.
Well, see, she's trying to fool us. She's eating grass there. She's trying to fool us. Come on, Dolly. You're doing a great job. Push on. Push on. Yeah, there you go. Can't beat the outdoor lambing. Great wee lamb. Lovely wee lamb. That's the job. Good shape. We hog it again. We just leave her at it. Don't want to disturb her too much. She's carrying twins, so she's a first timer. So we'll just leave her there. I was taking a wee video of that nice wee hogget throwing out a lamb. Here's the lamb. And here's the hogget. Shouldn't have went near her at all. She got a bit agitated when I went up to her. So we have the pen set up here. Just going to put the lamb and her into the pen here. Really shouldn't have disturbed her. It just goes to show. We better leave them at it unless they're in real trouble. But anyway, that's the schoolboy area there. She's mad looking for a lamb anyway. That's it. Yeah, grand job. No. Yeah, she's keen on her lamb, so we'll leave her at it. Now you'll just see me hobbling here back home after some very fancy manoeuvre, and I've done some serious damage on my hamstring here. Serious damage. It is the most excruciatingly painful thing I have done in a long time, since I was playing rugby, I'd say. Anyway, day 3 into lambing, and trust me when I say this, it is the last thing you want to do to get a workplace injury at this stage of the game. So yeah, not good, not good. So a little bit of an update on where we're at. So we have set up all the lambing pens. Cian and Luke, fair play to the two boys, they set up all the lambing pens there. I was busy, had a few orders to get out in the shop. We've got our fancy new hay racks in position and all. This is the fanciest bit of lambing pens we've ever had, and no sheep lambing inside. They're actually all still outside at the minute, as you see. So we have a few problem cases here. We have a little hogget that wouldn't take to one of our lambs here. Another one that lost the lamb. We're doing a bit of a foster on. It is a bit of a skin on job. This is that's the lamb we put the skin on, and hopefully she's taken him. She's a flighty enough little sheep with a job to catch her earlier today. This is one that prolapsed, a triplet that prolapsed, and we'll put the rope harness on her. She seems okay, she wasn't too bad. And then this is the one, the bloody mess. I'm just going to check her in a bit, but you'll see she is quite messy there. I'm not sure what the story is with her. We'll have a look at her and see. I'm not sure what is going to happen to her, but anyway, some crack this sheep farming. So what can I do? I suppose all I can do is put the camera down for tonight. I'll catch up to you in the morning. Hope that this leg is a little bit better. That is the joys of sheep farming. I am not sure how I'm going to work this. There'll definitely be no running for me. That's me out of action. But that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.